What's good, good people? Vets, let's talk, man. We got a special guest in front of the formation today. Specialist Allen Donohoe, man. Before we get started, I'd like you guys to press that like, share, and subscribe, man. Help a brother out. It's that HBO special, man. Hey, I got more people, commenting and subscribing on my Facebook than I do got on this on my YouTube platform. So to get that level up, man, just go ahead and leave them comments on the YouTube page if possible. If possible. How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, not too bad. How are you doing, man?
I'm great, man. You looking good, bro. Look at you. Look like you're 20 years old, bro.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Gotta take the hair off to keep it that way, huh?
Yeah, I know, bro. I know. I be like, I have a half moon in the middle of my head.
Right.
How the family doing, bro?
Oh man, awesome. I got 3 girls now, so I'm on my toes all day, every day.
Hey man, that's like my father, bro. He's got 8 girls, bro. I'm the only boy. He's got 8 girls. So I know I'm the baby too. So I've seen it all. Like, yep, he's stressed.
No, we went ahead and nipped that one. I wasn't taking the chance. She's got twins that run in her family. Be my luck, I'd have twin girls. So
right.
now we went ahead and stopped with this 3 girls.
It's the same here, bro. Because I got a twin. I got a twin personally. I do. So I'm like, should I chance it for some more? I was like, nah, I don't know. But
no.
Anyway, bro, let's jump into these questions real quick, man. Do you remember where you were during 9/11?
Yeah, I was still in high school. I was a junior in high school, so I would have been in study hall when it happened, actually.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it was a pretty big deal. And then the following year, my senior year, actually, I was in sociology class when a recruiter come in, and it went off from there. When I started talking with the recruiter, then I was ready to join, man. I wanted to get out of Ohio and do something good.
That's major, man. That, like everybody's got a story to where they were, where they've been, how they felt. I love hearing it. I love hearing it because it was when I seen it, it was like a total shock. And I didn't really, to be honest with you, believe what was on TV. I was just looking like, okay.
At the time that it was going down, I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't follow news. I was a punk kid,
Right.
so I didn't really pay attention to politics. I still don't really pay attention to politics, but I didn't know what was going on. And then when I understood what was going on, like I said, I was ready to talk to a recruiter and get things going.
Right. Okay, let's get into these questions. What do you remember about your days of service?
I was a bit of a troublemaker in the military, but at the same time, I remember being the guy that everybody could depend on, so I loved what I did. I'm still a soldier at heart, man.
All right.
I still imply a lot of rules around the house with my kids on certain things, and I was NBC NCO when I got out for the battalion, which was a big responsibility, and probably I put it on my resume. As a matter of fact, that's one of my best accomplishments within the military was being the NBC NCO for the battalion.
Right. So, what were some of the fears transitioning out of the military, if any?
My biggest fear was when I got kicked out. I left a lot of people behind, and my biggest fear was them. It wasn't even me or my well-being at that time, and I was mad. So I didn't really care. I threw it all aside, and I fell into a dark hole, and I didn't care what anybody had to say, man. It didn't matter. And all the resources that were presented to me, I tossed them aside and looked for answers in a bottle. And I never did find them.
Wow. It's you're not the only person that feels like that. There's a lot of people out there that cut their service short due to things like outside factors, due to marriage, if it's like a second or third deployment, they just come to a point to where they don't really lose themselves, but they don't know how to find themselves and rebalance things. Because as a soldier, you really don't have time. Because for the hood, deploy, 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 deploy. Because you guys were probably back for what, 8-9 months before you was out there again.
I actually went to recon school in between my two deployments, so I want to say I had about a year before I went again, because I left in 2004, come back 2005, and then I left 2006, come back 2007.
Right, to Warhorse. That's when we went to Warhorse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's just to refocus, rebalance, and that's what this platform is for. Transition, because we always try to find some way to get back to a place. Don't mean that we're going to get back to that place, but how to stabilize ourselves in the midst of getting to that place. If you catch what I'm saying. Okay,
Oh yeah.
once out, how hard was it for you to adjust to civilian life?
Honestly, I'm not there. It's hard for me to work with people because a lot of people don't have that discipline, that background. When I get along more with vets or current soldiers, current military. I don't like younger kids. The younger generation, they get on my nerves, So I'm not there yet, But at the same time, I've come a long way, man. It's been 15 years this year,
Wow.
and I'm just now getting on my feet where I'm running and feeling good about myself.
That's cool, bro. I mean, no matter the place and where you are, let me first off, let me say this: you will always be a soldier at heart, no matter if you
Always,
did
always.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care if you like, just because one individual does 20, 25, or 26, and another person does like 10 or 5 or 6. It doesn't make that person not a soldier, because it's always in you. You went in for a purpose. A lot of us, especially me, I was like, hey, I need to do this. I need to get out of this situation. And at the same time, this is something I always wanted to do. Because, I used to watch the G.I. Joe, you know, they used to always leave like a motivational message at the end. Knowing is half the battle. Yep, I still know that slogan, so don't laugh at me, but join me, just join me a little bit. Hey,
I did a report on I had a great grandfather who flew in a pilot in World War I believe it was, and that kind of triggered me to want to pursue the military career. And I'm actually my uncle. I have an uncle and then myself, and then that's it. So I don't come from a military background. I don't have a military family. My little brother attempted it, and when he caught deployment orders, he copped out and he went ahead and got out the military because of that. And it's just I felt good about what I was doing, and I felt horrible when I left. And like I said, I didn't listen to anybody. I didn't take any advice, even talking with friends and family throughout the military. I didn't listen to anybody, and the last 2 years, I finally took advice and started listening, and it's benefited me a lot. And that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest
that's good, and I'm so happy and proud of you, bro. For
thing.
just to being upfront, saying that you can't really adjust to the norms of civilian life, because I still have my battles, bro. I'm so isolated. Yeah, I know I do. I do my motivational speeches and all that other stuff, but at the same time, I still have my problems. There's no perfect being in one person. We all struggle with something. We all have a vice, but people will judge you accordingly. But
Without my wife and kids, man, I wouldn't have made it. I met my wife in 2009, so without her, I wouldn't be standing here today. It wouldn't. I wouldn't be.
that's cool. And everybody needs a hook. I look to my family as well, my wife and my son. I look to them. They may not think it, but I do appreciate them
Right.
jokers a lot. Even though they get on my nerves, but I appreciate them a lot. But anyway, do you think the military gave you the tools to be motivated, even if it didn't seem like there was going to be a favorable outcome?
They gave me the tools and the resources. I didn't use them. Like I said, I was stubborn, hard headed. I was mad at not only myself, but I was mad at the situation as to why I was uh, discharged. And like I said, they were there. Everything was presented to me. I had everything available. Matter of fact, I signed waivers to say I didn't want help. I didn't want to see a psychiatrist on my way out. I didn't want to do all that. I signed paperwork that said no. I don't want it, and should have taken it. I should have taken every resource that was given to me, and I didn't. So now I'm behind the curve where I got to go and ask people what certain things mean. I can't remember what certain forms are. It's been so long, and now I'm struggling to get where I need to be, but I'm getting there. But I should have done it 15 years ago.
Oh man. So with all that being said, bro, what advice would you give someone transitioning out of the military?
Take every resource you can, every resource, even if it is just talking with Hayden. Talk to every resource. You can't go wrong. If somebody's gone through it, they're experiencing the same thing that we are. And we gotta help each other, and every resource available will help you that way. I mean, like you said, coming into this video, we could cry, we could laugh and have a good time about it, and it's a good thing just to talk about it. So every resource is good, and take it.
Yeah, you know, I get on here, I talk to people. I like listening to the different stories, but this helps me. Like when I go out there, it helps me a lot. It helps me to articulate myself in a certain way, not as far as being angry or anger. I shoot my motivational videos. Hey, check out my IG. Like people time into Inspiration by Dime on IG. I do a Monday morning motivational, and I don't do that for clout or to get a thumbs up. A lot of the times it's for me, to pick myself up. A lot of people get on platforms just to look good, to get a thumbs up, to get a paycheck. But I'm rebuilding and restructuring myself every day. It's like my mind travels to places to where, unknown. I don't want to think about that. So how can I bring myself out of that? I have a 7-year-old son. He sees everything, how I think, how I move. So if he sees me down, I have to figure out something to bring myself out of the funk. I don't know if I explained it before. It's like when people see you, they view you and they look up to you. They're a part of your train. They're the passengers. I derail, I derail anything that happens with me is going to affect everything about them and how they view life. I give up, guess what? He's going to say, well, daddy gave up, so it must be okay for me to give up. And even with my wife, she sees it like, hey, my husband, you know, I look for him for strength. Even when you think people are not really looking at you and viewing you, they look for you. They look at you. They see you. I see how Donohoe's moving. Yeah, he doing the right thing.
With you saying that, we ran into each other for the first time at pickup for your son, my daughter at the school. And the very next time that we ran into each other, you put your hand on my shoulder and said, man, calm down. You don't need to be so angry. I've been sitting in line waiting for 15 minutes, and he just keep passing me up, passing me up, passing me. And I was mad. And as soon as you said I did, I calmed down, and it's not that big of a situation. It's not that serious. And that's been the hardest thing for me to come through is my anger. And I think I've gotten it now, and I'm not drinking no more. I mean, I haven't drank in 2 weeks at least. I'm not drinking like I used to, and I'm working on it, man, and things are going good, and I'd like to think I got my anger in check. I'm still a little irritable here and there, but
Hey,
we all can be, I suppose.
that's the thing, that's how we react, how we respond to our anger. You know how we put that out to people when we're angry. You can that's innate. That's natural for us to be upset about things. You know, it's how we respond to it. That's the biggest thing. How we respond to what's going on around us. And you know, the military teaches a lot about that. Your response during a certain activity. How would you respond to this? So, the thing is, how do we get back to that training? Like everything's going on around us. So I need to be tactful about what I say because I can end up ruining my life
Right.
and the person's next to me life because the things you say, this is a generation of sensitivity. I'm sorry to say it, but it is a generation of sensitivity.
Yeah, you're right, and that's the problem that I have in the workforce. It's I got a sharp tongue. I don't know how to hold it sometimes, and some people can't take it, some can, and like I said, that's where I get along better with vets or those that are in the military because they understand that sharp tongue. It's not in anger or hate or anything to the sort. It's just I'm direct. I like to wear my colors on my sleeve. I'm a pretty honest guy, I'd like to think.
Yeah,
It's hard for people to get that.
yeah, because these folks they want to. You need to explain things. Military did just get it done. Like
Yep,
move out. I gave you your direction. Here's your
yep,
order. Goodbye. Civilian sector. You have to explain a lot.
yep.
It becomes a little. Oh my God. But anyway, bro, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for giving me some of your time, man. Like
Well, thank you.
this actually means a lot for me for you to get up on here and put out some honesty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I
Like
think
I said, man, that's kind of why I reached out to you. It shouldn't take 15 years to get where I'm at. It
right.
shouldn't. And like you, I'm still going through it every day, still working on it.
Yeah, hey, it's admitting it. Like I have problems. I still have a problem. Will I
Yep.
be over this problem? I don't know. Like just honesty. I don't know. A lot of people sit back and they lie to themselves. Yeah, I'm gonna be good every day. But what's
Working
the
at it,
truth
man.
behind that? I'm working it. I'm not
Yep.
perfect. I'm working it.
Struggle most of the time. Like I said, it's the last 2 years is I'm just now running. Just now running.
That's right. That's right. I'm trying to catch you, man. So hey, I'm trying to run with you, bro. So don't worry about it. You good. I appreciate you. Hey man, tell your family I said thank you.
Thank
Tell,
you, man.
tell,
Thank
tell, tell your wife thank her for allowing you to get on here and talking to old Hayden.
for sure, right? She needs to meet more of my military friends. She met old Hurt, and you know, Hurt's an acquired taste. So
Yeah, I'm trying to get old country on here, but
all
yeah,
right. He'll
that's
come on. He'll get it.
one day. One day. I hope you're listening, Christopher Hurt.
Right.
We call this a call out, Christopher Hurt.
Listening.
Hey man, let's talk. Who's up next for formation, man? I need y'all to get on here and put some honesty on the table about what you go through. I got a couple of things about leadership that's coming out real soon. The next one is coming out. I got no, before this one, so I'm not going to spill the beans on that. I'm going to try my best to move to 2 podcasts a week. It's going to be solo, and then it's going to be an interview. But who's up next for formation? Let's talk.